Do you identify any category among people by personality, by background, who cannot be successful in sales, in roofing sales?
So I'll tell you this. When I tell my clients what filter they're going to use when they hire people, it's this. Apart from any obvious disqualifiers, meaning somebody shows up and they have a tattoo of Satan on half their face, they stink, they clearly do meth, they don't have their own transportation, they're 600 pounds in a hover round, like they're not going to be getting on roofs anytime soon. Apart from that, if you would not be mortified if they wore your company polo in the grocery store and people saw, and if you thought there was a chance, if their mom's house had hail damage, that they could sell a roof to their mom, let them go through training. Now, this is extremely biased because, again, I'm predicating all of this, Dimitri, on like people that go through my training because I know that anybody can do it. But here's an analogy that might make more sense. Have you ever heard somebody say, "Oh, I can't cook"? You ever heard anybody say that before?
Yeah.
Okay. When people say that, I go, do you mean you can't read? Cooking is not like singing. Okay. Some people just cannot sing. That is a God-given talent, right? You can't teach somebody to sing. They either have like pitch perfection or they don't. Cooking is not that. The only thing that's different between somebody that says I can cook and somebody who says I can't is just experience and practice, right? Now, does that mean, and the same thing is true for roof sales, does that mean that there's no such thing as natural ability and talent? No, of course there are people who are just naturally charismatic and have a knack for it. But the truth is, when you really boil it down, sales is just educating the customer and leading them to making an informed buying decision. It's just words. You're just talking to people. You don't have to have any special talent, skills, experience, degree. You don't even have to be good looking, right? So it's just learning what to say, and you make it a risk-free no-brainer for somebody to buy. There's a great book. Maybe you've read it. I actually have it right here. Alex Hormozy's book, $100 Million Offers.
Reading it right now. I'm last quarter of it. Love it.
Perfect. So for anybody who's not familiar, this book basically says $100 million offers, how to make offers so good that people feel stupid saying no. You don't need to be talented to do that.
Yep.
You literally just learn what to say. And again, in roof sales, in restoration roof sales, we're talking about giving roofs away. People already need them. They're not even paying for them. It doesn't get easier than that, right? So to get back to your question about recruiting, the first thing we have to do is fix the ad, okay? So we got to get rid of all those red flag words, I call them, door-to-door, commission, roof sales, right? Because nobody's going to click that ad. The only person that clicks that ad, by the way, is the existing roof sales rep who's in the industry already, calls you up and says, yeah, I'll sell $2 million for you, but the last company I worked for ripped me off. They owe me like $30K in commissions. I just need gas money to get started. Like, okay. And why? Because they're targeting you. They know you don't have a way to develop people from the ground up. So you're backed into a corner. They can talk you into paying base pay, sign-on bonuses, 60% commission, crazy stuff like that, because you don't have a way to train people up from the ground up. And you're relying on people who out of the box already know how to sell. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So we're totally transforming that.
If you want to learn more from Becca Switzer, she has created custom course for roofing school students. Go to roofing-school.com and you can find, I believe it's 6-7 hours of content from Becca, all on recruiting, much deeper than you've enjoyed in this interview.